Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to be looking at 7 principles for teenagers to become millionaires. Now, this is really tried and true advice, guys. If this was advice that I got at a much younger age, I would probably be a lot more well off than I am. Also something that you can pass down to other generations, really taking the principles that we're going to cover in this video and applying them to yourself, regardless of your age, is going to make a big difference. And the earlier that you do start this, again, it is going to be a game changer, guys. Now, number 1, be a pawn before you're a king. This really addresses that there is a learning curve when it comes to education, when it comes to job, when it comes to performance, really learning you're earning your stripes and paying your due diligence before you get into something that you really do not know. Listening to your elders, listening to people that you know, people in the industry, experts, they know what they're talking about, guys. A lot of people have had experience, whether it's with YouTube, whether it's finance, whether it's investing, starting a business. There is an infinite amount of knowledge out there, which I feel like a lot of people overlook, especially when it comes to the younger generation, where it's a lot more of TikTok and Snapchat, not so much knowledge in books and education aspect, that it is a lot more of a focus in getting rich quick and the schemes that are kind of out there. The second one we look at is dressing to elevate. Now, this is really big. When you look at what you're wearing, especially this day and age, guys, I see people that are coming to interviews that are wearing flip-flops, that are wearing Crocs, that are wearing nothing that is business casual or business appropriate or dressy by any means. Gives you a sense of respect regardless of your age, guys, if you are well dressed. And again, this doesn't go into spending thousands of dollars in a wardrobe. It is just looking professional. If you're going to an interview wearing a tie, and again, this is something that I don't see a lot of times, people might come in with polos. Again, I've seen flops, I have seen Crocs, I have seen a lot of things. Making sure that you are kind of dressed for the job that you want, or even a little bit possibly overdressed for the job that you want, really says a lot about the character that you have. Number 3, we look at be a student of the game. Don't be afraid to ask questions. I've went through undergraduate, graduate degrees, and a majority of people in this situation, a majority of my classmates do not ask any questions at all. I am one that will ask a lot of questions to get a better understanding. When it comes to knowledge, guys, applied knowledge is power. I cannot stress that enough. Reading books, learning from experts, whatever your form of medium is, whether it is YouTube, whether it is going online and actually ordering books, doing ebooks, anything like that, guys, really the betterment of yourself, learning from your mistakes and really trying to get better and improve, just like we've done with YouTube. It is a game changer, guys. There are so many people that do not do this, or they'll actually get to a point where they don't want to ask questions or they don't feel comfortable asking questions. They don't use the resources that they do have. And in addition, they don't want to take the time and effort to build something. When you're building a company, when you're building a YouTube channel, when you're working at a company, they see the ultimate, the finish line, the higher wage, the results, but they don't see the hours, the time, the effort, the learning, again, the education that goes into it behind the scenes to really get and understand what you're doing. Fourth one we look at is finding a niche. Now, this is one of the best things, guys. Find what you're good at and what you enjoy doing. This is going to make you an absolute game changer in any industry, guys. If you have something that you're passionate about, if you have something that you love, it is going to really show the difference. Building your skills, becoming an expert in the field. For me, it is financial education. I love doing this. I do this professionally as a career. I have an education, I have certifications, a lot of stuff behind what I do, offering products and services, networking, things of that nature, and really being the go-to person within the niche. There is a lot. I did financial counseling sessions even today as I'm sitting here and recording. Earlier today, financial education, went over budgeting, went over a lot of different things, but really finding what you're good at and what you're passionate about. When I have the ability to help people repay debt, live debt-free, get out of debt, even looking at buying their first house, getting into their vehicle, establishing credit, especially for teenagers, guys, it is huge. The earlier that you do this, the better it will be. Next one we look at is don't be afraid to fail. This is one of the huge things, guys. Failure is a part of life. When you look from birth, when you start crawling, it's not going to happen immediately. You're going to fall down. We see the same thing when you get into walking. Walking, you're not going to have it the first time. Riding a bike, growing up, do not let fear really stop you from taking action in your life at all. Again, I go back a lot to YouTube, guys, because this is something when you're starting a channel, it takes an incredible amount of time. They say it's on average 22 months before a channel gets monetized. I cannot think of how many tens, probably hundreds of thousands of people stop well beyond that point, because that's what they're looking to do, is make money off YouTube. And they watch a lot of videos that say it's going to happen very quick and you're going to make a ton of money with one viral video. It's going to be all set. That is usually not the case, guys. You might be talking about the less than 1%, but ultimately it is the progression of moving forward, regardless of a video does well, regardless if a video does not. It is super, super important, guys, to not be afraid to fail. Next one we look at is being patient. That is right, guys. Rome was not built in a day. Building wealth, building credit, there is no overnight success. There are a lot of things, guys, including relationships. Relationships are a point where when you look at teenagers, when you look at the younger generation, it is more of an instant gratification that we see. It is not about the time and aspect that you're spent building relationships. You don't fall in love, and I know this is something from impact theory that I've seen a long time. There's no point in time in a relationship where you can pinpoint exactly the moment when you fell in love, whether it is with another individual, whether it is having the passion for doing what you absolutely love to do. But there will be a point in your life when you find the calling, when you find the moment to be patient and be passionate about what you're doing. The final one in here, guys, is giving back. When you reach a level of success, give back to the community and help others. I do work for a nonprofit credit union or a not-for-profit credit union. The financial services that we offer are completely free, guys. It is a wealth of well-trained professionals, and most credit unions, most states do have the same thing. I know credit unions, I believe even to Canada, there's a lot of other places, guys, but there are a lot of communities that will offer free financial education, that will offer an incredible amount of stuff to give back to their community, to help others. Use your wealth and influence to make a positive impact on the world. Now remember, like we said before, guys, there is no shortcut to success. Again, when you look at some of the most successful people in the world, when you look at Warren Buffett, which I do admire and watch a lot of his content, when you look at him specifically and a lot of things that he says, whether it is press releases, it took him 50 years of consistent principles to get where he is, the multi-billionaire status. When you look at Elon Musk, look how many times he could have given up. When you look at a lot of other individuals, there are so many points in life where they could have just quit. When you think of Einstein, there is so many experiments that he did that, again, you could just quit at any point, but they never did. And I want to make sure that you know that as well, guys. It takes hard work, dedication, willingness to learn and grow, and it takes time. Following the principles, you'll be well on your way in your 20s, teens, early 20s, even a little bit later, to being a millionaire, guys. Investing is the easiest way to generate wealth. It is going to be real estate, which I really do wholeheartedly believe in, or it is going to be investing at a very young age. If you start off investing, 5, 10, 15% at age 18, continue that through your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, even by the time you get to retirement, guys, it is going to be millions of dollars that you're going to be having when you do get to that retirement age. And that is the reason you really want to focus on the principles. Adding value is so important, and I feel like it is something that a lot of people do overlook. When you look at a job, when you look at a position, when you look at a place that you work, to become a millionaire, to really have that feeling, not about the dollar, but about the value. If you can go into a company and you add so much value to that company through what you do on a daily routine, if you're going in there putting 120% every single day, the value will be there, guys. They will pay you more money. Other companies, if you move out of the company you're working at, will pay you more money because the value is there. If you are adding value, and again, bottom line, this is the way that I see it. If you're adding value to content creation, if you're adding value to your job, regardless of what you do, guys, if you are adding value as a community, it is going to come back to you tenfold and really set you up for financial success. That'll do it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think about the principles. And as always, thank you guys for watching.